No, no, your eyes do not deceive you. This does say Yu. This is a Yu team. And we are back on Pokemon Showdown. So, what's up, guys? We are finally back for another episode of Road to Top 10 in the Yu tier. I know it has been forever. Holy crap, I'm kind of low. I fell off a lot. Yeah, it has been forever, but we are back. Mainly because I tried doing Road to Top 10 in Little Cup, but there are 0 people battling in Little Cup at the moment. There are literally 0 people battling in Little Cup. So I was like, crap, what am I gonna do? I have class today. I actually start class today. So, you know, 3rd year of college, if you people are wondering, I'm like, I wanna upload something. So might as well hit back up Yu. I'm actually using a team that my boy Cam gave me, so shout outs to him, Carlo Loci, and yeah, thank you everybody for the continued support, the likes. I know you guys have been waiting for this to come back. I just really fell off of Yu. I'm actually in the semifinals of the Yu Open from Showdown, which is also part of the reason why I haven't been uploading Yu, because I didn't want to reveal any of my teams, but you know, I'm going to be making new teams anyway, so I might as well start back up. So, like I said, thank you everybody for continuing to support, the likes, the comments, and yeah, if you guys ever want to see me stream, last night I was actually streaming Pokemon Showdown, and it actually went really successful. It went successfully. It was successful. The stream was successful. Basically, just follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/pokeaim. I'm actually doing a giveaway when I hit 5,000 subscribers. I'll be giving away an OU team of mine for Wi-Fi, battle ready with all the items, stuff like that. So, you know, maybe you'll win that. There's a chance. And every single time I get another 1,000 followers, I'll be giving away full teams, and I also give away, you know, Xerneas and Yveltal in between them. But yeah, let's just look for a battle, guys, and hopefully we can find one. And I'll just pause it until we do. Okay, so we found a battle. Found a battle versus a very offensive team. Sorry, sorry to my opponent. I was actually just noticed that the semifinals of the Yu Open were up. And I'm actually pretty excited because my friend is on an opposite side of me. There's only obviously 4 of us left because it's semifinals. But if I beat my opponent and my friend beats his opponent, we'll be fighting each other in the finals. So I'm hoping for that. Yeah, my opponent has a really offensive team. I'm just going to lead off a Crocodile because it has the Intimidate that beats half of his team, as he actually ends up leading off with Hydreigon. This is a threat. I don't know if he's Specs or Scarf. He probably is Scarf just looking at his team. But I know I can live 1 Scarf Draco. But he's just going to end up turning out into Blastoise if anything. So I'll just go out into my Jirachi just in case, as he does end up turning out into what's more than likely going to be Blastoise. Victini is also a decent switch right now, but I do have Crocodile, which can sponge 1 hit. Barely, but it can sponge 1 hit. Though if it is Choice Banded, I'll probably have to sack something. I don't think Crocodile could take it even after the Intimidate, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Scarf Hydreigon, so I'm just going to go for U-turn right here, as I will be able to outspeed him. And I'm thinking about what I want to sack. I'm probably going to sack my Ampharos. If he goes for U-turn, he also has that static. I didn't want to go directly into my Crocodile just yet, because if he has Choice Banded, he'll be able to knock me out regardless of Intimidate, since I'll only be canceling out 1. And now I can go out to my Crocodile and just bop him with a Pursuit. I am Choice Banded. He will not survive this, regardless of staying in or switching out. Though I'm pretty positive he'll try and switch out. But yeah, Victini goes down. That is 1 threat gone. And though I had to sack my Ampharos, it really wasn't doing too much this game. It really wasn't. So he can go into his Lucario right here, and I'm just gonna hit up my I could just go out to Nidoqueen, but what if he just doubles? Or to be honest, if he's gonna double, why didn't he just go out to something else to force me out anyway? I'm gonna go out to my Nidoqueen right here, as he ends up going right for the extreme speed, which I don't mind too much at all. And I'm actually just gonna hit him right with I'm gonna go for Ice Beam, expecting a switch into something that could take Earth Power relatively well. But he ends up going out to Blastoise though. Not really a switch, to be honest, but I guess it works out for him. I want to save my Nidoqueen, as it puts in a lot of work on his team, so I'm going to go out to my Hydreigon. If he does predict this and goes for Dragon Pulse or Aura Sphere, that's fine by me, but he ends up going right for the Water Pulse. and I can just follow this up with a Life Orb Draco Meteor. If it doesn't knock out Blastoise, at least it weakened it enough to the point. Oh, I got a crit. Not bad. At least it weakened it enough to the point where I could revenge kill it with literally anything on my team. So I get the crit, which is definitely nice. I'm appreciative of that, as he ends up going out to Lucario. Don't agree with that play because I am max speed. I can survive his extreme speed, and I can just bop him with a superpower right here. So really do not agree with that play. Most Life Orb Hydreigon do run a lot of speed, enough to outspeed Jolly Lucario. So even if he hit 306 speed, I would definitely outspeed that. And he saw Life Orb, so superpower should have been, like, you know, coming, or he should have seen that coming rather. He ends up going out to his Aerodactyl. What can he do to me? Aerial Ace or something? I'm not sure. Crocodile's fine. Crocodile's sackable because I do have Jirachi. I have basically 3 mons to deal with. Hydreigon plus Celebi. Mostly Celebi, but I can just smack him with a knockoff right here. Unfortunately, he misses a Stone Edge, but that isn't going to do anything. I got off the Intimidate. I do resist it, and the knockoff is my best play. If he did end up switching out to Hydreigon, got rid of its Scarf, neutralizing it is a threat because my team would be able to outspeed it. At worst, my Hydreigon would speed tie. So he ends up forfeiting right there, and I swear I just lost points for winning. What the hell? 1479. I thought I was at 1499. Okay. Anyway, let us look for another battle. We're at 6 minutes. It's pretty good, and I'm just gonna pause it until we find one. We'll be right back. By the way, this is what. Get out my video. What's wrong with this ad? Irrelevant. This is what I was talking about. Posted from my phone, so yeah, sorry for delaying Skimpy OP. But yeah, basically I'm versus him, and Kevin is versus Badass. So both of these are actually my friends right here, but I'm kind of rooting for Kevin to win. So best case scenario, I beat him, he beats him, me and him in finals. So that's what I'm hoping for. My boy Shake also wants that as well. But yeah, okay, did we get a battle? Oh, we could. Cool. So, we got a battle right here versus Baby Pikachu. I don't like his team because he has Chestnut. I hate Chestnut. It's an annoying Pokemon. I'm going to lead off Crocodile because I do have Intimidate, as he ends up leading off with his Hydreigon right there. And I kind of just want to go for Superpower if he doesn't knock me out. Yeah, I'm going to go for Superpower, as he ends up going right for the U-turn. I'm probably going to U-turn out into his Chestnut right here, but like I said, I just want to get off as much damage as possible on this thing, as he actually ends up having a Rocky Helmet. That's annoying because now he's going to go for Leech Seed as I go out to my Nidoqueen. That's annoying. You better miss. Nah. As yeah, he ends up hitting with the Leech Seed, and what I can do is just get up my rocks. He doesn't have a spinner. He's either going directly into Bronzong or he's going for Spiky Shield right there. So goes out to Bronzong, as now I can go out to my Crocodile once again, as he ends up going for the Earthquake. Okay, so I can hit him with a knockoff, but I'm actually going to go for Pursuit, expecting his switch right here, as he ends up staying in. He would have just died to knockoff, but either way, he is trapped right there. Doesn't matter that he got a Brox. That was probably going to be inevitable in the end. I probably could have went for knockoff and just knocked him out, but yeah, so he can go back out into his Hydreigon right here. This is annoying. I'm just going to sack this, yeah, as he ends up going right for Draco. I really couldn't do much about that, but now I get the free switch into my Nidoqueen right here, and I see 0 switch-ins to Nidoqueen. I literally see 0 switch-ins to Nidoqueen. To be honest, if I want to, I could go for Earth Power, but I think Ice Beam is my safest play anyway, as he ends up sacking his Chestnut to the Life Orb. Sheer Force boosted Ice Beam, dead, just nice and dead. As now he ends up going out to Aerodactyl. The best thing Aerodactyl can do is Aqua Tail me. I guess it could go for Earthquake, but Aqua Tail is more common, as he does end up having the Earthquake. And what I can do is just hit him with an Iron Head. Actually, I could just go for U-turn and go out to Hydreigon. I think that would be a smarter play. Well, it would have been a smarter play if it worked out. But I can go out into my own Hydreigon right here, as he ends up going for the Fire Fang. And I'm pretty sure I can survive any one hit. They don't run Ice Fang, so I can go right for the Dark Pulse right here and smack something on his team. I'm thinking See, Ampharos walls Jolteon to an extent. HP Ice doesn't really do much. Dark Pulse is one of my better plays, I believe. I would be able to knock out Aerodactyl. Really was surprised that he stayed in with Arrow versus Jirachi, but then at the same time, he didn't really have much that wants to take that. It's unfortunate for him. He does doesn't miss in the Stone Edge. If it mattered, don't use Stone Edge. But he ends up going out to his Toxicroak right now. I can just bop this thing with a Draco Meteor right after that, and Toxicroak is down. So all he has left is his Scarf Hydreigon and his Jolteon. So he's gonna go out to his Hydreigon right now, and like I said, this is the only 2 Pokemon he has left. He has to go for the Draco right here, as I can go right out into my Ampharos. And I don't have to Mega Evolve just yet. I mean, I could Mega Evolve. It doesn't really do much. Yeah, I could just Mega Evolve it. It really doesn't do much because Draco wouldn't be able to knock me out at -2 anyway. And it means I can hit Jolteon for a lot more. So just going to play Dragon Pulse again. I don't fear the HP Ice because Ampharos is hella bulky. Look at that. That is Specs HP Ice, barely doing half. As I can knock him out with the second Dragon Pulse. And his last is this Hydreigon. I do have Sash Zam. My Nidoqueen can take a -2 Draco, and it can also take Dark Pulses, and Jirachi can also afford to come in twice to go spam U-turn at this point. So I'm gonna go out to my Nidoqueen, honestly, just to see how much Dark Pulse is gonna do. I'm thinking like 45%, 50. Oh wow, 57. Is he Modest Nature? He might be Modest Nature, or I'm underestimating Nidoqueen's bulk. But either way, Jirachi can just finish it off with an Iron Head, and that is going to be a good game. So, not bad. We're in the 1500s again. Let's look for another battle, and I'll pause until we find one. And we are back with the reason I hate UU. I just the fat teams, man. Oh my god. Hey, I'm gonna lead off with Crocodile. I'm hoping he leads off with Victini, and what I can do is just click Pursuit, as he doesn't have U-turning out. So that is 1 dead Victini, which means 1 less Pokemon I have to sack Pokemon to. So grateful that Victini is gone turn 1. And now he does have a free switch into his Gligar or his Aggron, as he ends up choosing to go out into Gligar. I'm actually going to go out to my Nidoqueen directly, because even though it does threaten his team, I'm pretty positive he's not going to go for Earthquake, as he ends up going for Knockoff. That's a bit annoying right there. Going to try and go for Ice Beam, just in case he wants to stay in. But he did see my Life Orb, and Assault Vest Goodra, man, just eating it up. That's crazy. I do have Jirachi, even though he could easily just go for like a Fire type move right here. I'm just gonna go for the U-turn, because if he does end up staying in for some weird reason, I'd be able to U-turn out to my Crocodile and just basically Pursuit trap it. So I'm gonna go out to my Nidoqueen right here, as I can get up my Stealth Rocks now. I'm not expecting him to want to stay in, though he could easily make a play right here, but ends up switching out into his Umbreon, and Umbreon's annoying. Calmine Alakazam just has fun with his team if I can weaken his Aggron, but I also have to weaken this thing. I am just going to go out into my Ampharos, as he ends up going for a Wish, and I'm actually just going to try and Volt Switch out. I don't want to Mega Evolve just yet, because I don't want to be weak to Florges just yet. If he doesn't end up going out to Gligar, that's completely fine. To be honest, I could just double right here into my Nidoqueen, as he ends up going for Foul Play. So that did not work out for me. I guess it makes sense, because Umbreon doesn't really fear Ampharos. We'll go back out to Ampharos, because I do have Focus Blast, so he should fear me. But yeah, just going to go for the Dragon Pulse, as now he makes a switch out to Florges. Oh, I see. Making plays. Nice. But I do have Jirachi once again that can just come right back in. This is why I just hate these teams. They're just... Wait, what? What are you doing? Sub? Okay, so this is Sub Calm Mind or something? He'll probably just hit me with a Moonblast. If he goes for a Calm Mind, that's kind of just a waste. He ends up going for the Moonblast. I do have... it's hard. I'm going to go out to Crocodile. I'm expecting his switch into Gligar, yeah. And I could just hit Knockoff right here. I really don't care what he does, because I want to go for Knockoff. That way I get rid of this thing's Evilite, as he goes for Defog. and I'm expecting a roost right here, so I'm going to go out into my Nidoqueen. So basically, I am going to click Ice Beam. I don't mind if he switches out either way. He might be expecting my Stealth Rocks and want to go for Earthquake. But if this works out, if that works out for me, that was best case scenario right there. So, end up getting a crit on his Goodra. I don't think it mattered much. Jirachi, I already showed my main switch being Jirachi. Crocodile isn't going to appreciate this though. But I want to make it so I can just spam Banded Earthquakes. Do I need this thing's Focus Sash? Ampharos looking kind of useless at the moment, as he ends up going for Flamethrower. Alright, Ampharos, you're actually not useless now, because he went for Flamethrower. So I could pull the switch back out into my Jirachi. That's why I didn't want to go directly into Jirachi, as he actually ends up going out into his Umbreon. And what I can do right here is just go for a Trick. Thank you. That worked out so well. Sort of. Sort of. But I'm just going to get my Stealth Rocks before actually going out into my Hydreigon, because these Stealth Rocks will be helping a lot with the switches this guy's going to be making. So I do have Hydreigon, which can just come in, tank this, and I believe I can pull a double switch into Nidoqueen, predicting Florges. Nice! And at this point, because I got rid of Umbreon's recovery, I can just click Sludge Wave. He will be able to survive that, but I was able to get off damage that I needed on him, and the damage I needed for Alakazam to basically come through towards the end. So I can go out to my Alakazam as he ends up going out to his Umbreon. Completely fine by that, as the best thing he can do is foul play me. I don't have the best attack, and if he wants to pass a wish, it doesn't matter because Hydreigon just wrecks whatever he goes out into. So I can just Roost Stall versus this Umbreon if needed, and it looks like he's going to try and stay in. So I can click Dark Pulse at this point. He doesn't have anything that appreciates it. Even though Florges does resist it, it will be coming in at no HP, and I guess he thought or realized in the end I probably end up winning. I don't know if that's what would have happened, but Hydreigon just put in a hell of a lot of work on his team. Knocks out this, smacks this, beats this, knocks out this, 2 KOs this. So that works out nicely. Gonna look for another battle, and we're at 17 minutes. This will probably be around the last one, if not the second to last battle. But yeah, let me pause until we find one, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we have found a battle. This team is kind of scary. It really is. I'm just going to lead off with my Nidoqueen, as it kind of puts a dent in his team as he ends up leading off with Absol. Perfect, because I can just click Sludge Wave and smack him or smack the Rotom Heat if he wants to go out into that. I really am not expecting Fortress to want to come out. Nidoqueen just puts in a lot of work on his team, but he ends up staying and going for the Protect as I hit him with a Sludge Wave, and I'm actually just going to follow it up with an Earth Power right here, just in case he wants to try and work around that. But he ends up staying in. Did not see that coming, not even going to lie. But I guess he survived, so it worked out for him, as he ends up going for the knockoff on my Crocodile. And I believe I can just go for Pursuit right here if he wants to try and switch out. I don't really mind that, as he did try and switch out. So was able to knock out the Absol. He was at -1, so he wouldn't be able to knock me out, which made sense. So was able to get rid of that Absol, as he goes out to Shaman now. Ooh, threats. But I do have my Hydreigon, which can just come in. He could go for Dazzling Gleam, though. That's the annoying part. Just going to go for Dark Pulse, as he goes for Air Slash. He's running max speed on his Shaman. So I'm going to go for Draco, as he ends up going out to Fortress. I think he predicted my Draco right there, because Dark Pulse would have easily 2KO'd that thing. So I can go out to my Nidoqueen, as I could take any one hit he wants to go for, as he ends up going for a Spike. And I'm actually going to take this opportunity to set up my Stealth Rocks right here, as he goes for Rapid Spin. So making the smart play. I'm going for Stealth Rocks again, as he goes for Gyro Ball this time, which means my Stealth Rocks should be here to stay, as I do not finish him off with the Earth Power. No. But all he got up was a Spike, and once again I can just Pursuit Trap this thing, or Pursuit Trap another Mon. So go right for Pursuit. I can knock off Fortress. It's going to suck though playing this game without hazards. And on top of that, he had a Rocky Helmet. That's a bit annoying. Hippowdon looking like the biggest threat, to be honest. But if I can get rid of its item, which I am going to be able to do right now, I'll be in a better position. So, sort of. I probably have to trick this Hippowdon, to be honest. Just going to go for Earthquake, as he ends up whirling me out into my Alakazam, and I do not want to take. I 100% do not want to take Earthquake because I don't want to lose my Focus Sash just yet. This is my backup check to a few of his Pokemon, mainly Toxicroak, if my Hydreigon does get Widowed. And I have to go out to Hydreigon now, so that's what I'm going to do, as he's more than likely just going to go for Whirlwind right here. Hazards are a bit annoying versus offense, but he ends up going for the Earthquake, and I believe I can just go right for the Draco Meteor at this point. Doesn't have anything that wants to take that. I don't mind if he switches out and switches back, because my win condition is tricking Hippowdon anyway with my Jirachi. So if he ends up sacking something, that way Hippowdon can come back in, I'm completely fine with that. Then again, Earthquake did do 26%, so I probably could have gone for the went for the Dark Pulse right there, but I got rid of the Rotom Heat, which is great. As he ends up going out to his Toxicroak now. Do not mind that at all. I can just go for Roost, as he's able to knock me out, so I guess I do mind that. But I can go out to my Alakazam now, and I believe I can just click the Psyshock at this point. He doesn't even try and go for Sucker Punch, so that's great, because I was able to get rid of that threat to me. As Shaman ends up coming in, and I can just Calm Mind up versus this thing. Alakazam actually having decent special defense. With Magic Guard, I don't fear Leech Seed. And yeah, Calm Minding up will allow me to beat this thing. A bit perplexed as to why he didn't go directly into Hippowdon, but it shouldn't matter, as I can 2-hit KO this Shaman, and he unfortunately misses a Seed Flare. Now, a bit unfortunate, but can't do anything about that, as he actually is going to switch out into his Hippowdon. Hippowdon won't be able to take a Psyshock plus a special attack following it up, so I don't really know why he made that play right there, because Psyshock plus any special attack would have knocked him out. He was definitely physically defensive, and 2 Psyshocks would have knocked him out anyway. But yeah, good game, dude. And we are at 22 minutes, 15:43. Where are we on? Oh, 15:43. Good game. Sorry, I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. Where are we on the ladder? Load, buddy. Load. 15:43. Alright, so we're climbing. We're climbing just a bit. We are number 164 on the ladder. Long way to go, but I hope you guys enjoyed the return of Road to Top 10 in Little Cup. This is not Little Cup, this is UU. Leave a like if you did, guys. And yeah, until next time, later.